I want the government to know that Mumias Sugar Company, it is a company in Western Kenya where our children are working, where we are stakeholders because we believe our ancestors gave out the land for that sugar company. So we don't want to hear the issue of privatization of Mumias or selling out that company. In fact, we recommend the government to offload the shares to the county governments. Let the county governments run that Mumias Sugar Company if the national government feels that they cannot continue. But the issue of releasing the shares of government from Mumias Sugar Company, we don't agree with it. We don't support. We stand in solidarity with our political leaders to say that Mumias Sugar Company is the property of Western Kenya people, and we don't want it to go anywhere. The same issue with Golf Hotel. If it has to go the same way of privatization, then let it remain in the hands of the people of Western Kenya. That is what we support. We want to commend the President, His Excellency Dr. William Ruto, for seeing it good to call the opposition on the table to talk about the issues that they had raised. We really appreciate that. That was statesmanship, because he looked at the suffering Kenyans, those people we had begun to lose lives, we were losing business, and the image of the country also was not very good in the international community and even to the other countries. So we commend them for that. We also commend the Right Honorable Raila ODINGA, even for swiftly coming in and accept the way of dialogue. In fact, the church does not support the nusu mkate issue, because we had the government of Mheshimiwa Uhuru Kenyatta and the opposition was swallowed, and we all know what happened in this nation. There was nobody to talk about for Mwananchi. So as they get to the table, it should not be, and it should never be, about sharing of power. We want a strong opposition in this nation. Yeah. We still want a strong opposition in this nation, and we want the opposition to play their role as opposition and the government to play their role as in serving Kenyans. We want to commend the President, His Excellency Dr. William Ruto, for seeing it good to call the opposition on the table to talk about the issues that they had raised. We really appreciate that. That was statesmanship, because he looked at the suffering Kenyans, those people we had begun to lose lives, we were losing business, and the image of the country also was not very good in the international community and even to the other countries. So we commend them for that. We also commend the Right Honorable Raila ODINGA, even for swiftly coming in and accept the way of dialogue. We don't want hardliners there, because we don't want the country to get back to where we have come from. So please go to that table with an open heart, with an open mind, thinking about the country and not yourself, thinking about the country and not the parties, because we don't want to see demos again in this country. And maybe this is just a good opportunity, a very good opportunity for the country, so that we can address most of the issues that are affecting this nation, and particularly and especially the issue of cost of life and the issue of IBC. It is almost becoming a curse to work in IBC in this nation. So let's fix this problem completely once and for all, so that when we have elections, we have a peaceful transition.
Talking to one another is the only solution that can make even the church, not only the government, to achieve the goals. And therefore, we support vividly the talks that have begun between the opposition and the ruling party currently. As a church, we are praying that the dialogue will be found And above all, it is not a dialogue to look for positions. It is not a dialogue to drum for other leaders to be included. It is a dialogue that will bring sanity and target the common mwananchi who is suffering in the rural areas. So as a church, because we live in the community and we work in the community, we look forward that the life of the normal common mwananchi has really been changed so that they can afford even a living as other people. I don't think that actually the nusu mkate issue is the main issue. The issue is reducing the life. The life is very expensive. Look at the oil, petrol, look at the food, look at the school fees. The common mwananchi is really suffering. And we are looking for that this dialogue will bring forth a resolution that is lasting, not just a one-time solution.